All right, everybody. I want to talk about Russia, and their war tactics. Now, Russia, they've been pretty much warring and learning since World War II, and they're not happy, right, of the outcome of World War II, the efforts they've put in. Right? I don't blame them, right? But I also blame them how they've gone in other areas. But they are learning. They don't keep on going stupidly in certain areas. They've got an outcome. They work together. They've got honour in what they do, and they've got a plan. And they don't waste resources, do they? Right? It's just a pity that people just can't get along with their differences, right? And come to an agreement without battles because of differences and because of other wars. See, countries are getting involved in other people's problems, and then because they got involved with it, in 20 years, they'll get a problem like America getting a problem with all the, uh, what they'll call the towel heads, the desert people. Um, why they got problems with them, right? It's because it all builds up. People interfere, they shouldn't interfere. You know, you get into trouble with that kind of bullshit and all that kind of stuff. People just got to get to the basics. Guys always keep making, when are you going to get to the basics? You're running off with your toys and all this bullshit and running around and getting caught up and confused and ego crap like at school. You know, at school how you can't work sometimes because of the crap in the playground. Right, I've been there before. That's what's going on, right? Constantly. And all these leaders say they're all these things, but they're not. They just run around and have parties and fuck around, take selfies and shit. Right? They don't really get serious. In those areas, they're meant to be the hardest workers, and yet we see these days they're becoming the slackest workers in the Western society. Right? That's pretty stupid, really. But anyway, they truck along until they get a Gaza. You know what I mean? Gaza didn't think it was going to happen the way it did. Total annihilation, keep on going. They can't get out of it as the top leaders are doing certain things. A little is causing all for the few. And the rest don't care. They have their own rules where they're running, you heard me? I want all my people back. We haven't put them down as a sacrifice yet and moved on in a righteous way like God tells us to do. He sacrificed his kid for Christ's sake. We can't sacrifice anything. We sacrifice too much. More than God has ever sacrificed. Some bullshit like that. Right? But they haven't. So let's get back to Russia. Russia. Everyone's talking about how Russia's going to be broke, Russia's going to be that, Russia. But Russia's a little bit like myself when I talk to Emma and that and I get through things. It's like, I always seem to get through. Things get bad, but I seem to get through and then they get bad again. I seem to get through. Russia's like that, right? In a way where I go through in certain parts of life. If you're trying to be righteous, you have the devil around all the time, and that's what happens. It's an up and down thing. It's very annoying. And so Russia is doing wise war tactics. They're sending in and they're using all the littlest stuff first with what you do. And they're doing all right with some of that. They're probably like, shit, right? Because they're all like fucking Gaza shit. Oh, it ain't gonna happen. It's the new world. Fucking rah, rah, rah. No, we're all friendly. Fucking facade crap, right? It's all bullshit. I found that out myself the last 3, 4 years. I asked God, God, I'm going to find out something. I'm going to jump on the internet. I've always avoided it and this and that. I've heard it's the devil's tool, right? It doesn't usually do no good. They do carry on a bit. I tried it out 4 or 5 years back first with Facebook. I thought it was all right at first. It sort of is. But then you find out it's just the same pattern. A lot of annoyance, a lot of not really solving anything, just a lot of gospel, right? A bullshit, right? Gossip, all that kind of stuff, right? And the babies, I'm going to have to clean that water for you, yeah. And so when it comes to Russia, everyone's doing the same thing with China. All you hear is every country putting down someone so they feel better. So they're not thinking, oh, don't believe that, so they can do some propaganda, right? It's this, it's that, and that, what they're best at. But it's bullshit, right? Russia's sending in some stuff and you're using drones and all this money and asking countries to join in. He's going, look at these idiots. Fuck, I've been there before. Fucking look at that. I learnt that back in World War II. Shit. Fucking, we've been battling flat out and we haven't really seemed to get anywhere. We have tried righteous ways, but they don't seem to listen. So how can we move on? I guess I'm going to have to keep trucking as Russia, Russia, Russia. What do you reckon? China's a little bit like me. We're getting a lot of little bullshit happening between me and China. Really out in the real world? Fuck. I know fucking Australia needs China. What are they going to do if China stops developing shit for them? Shit. You know what I mean, people? Get in the real world. Now here's Australia sucking up to China. Ha ha ha, Russia says. Oh ho ho hee ha. What do you think is going to happen out there? God damn it. Make some real fucking decent conversations. Don't be all ego and go, I'm top shit and go fucking Donald Trump ways in certain areas, right? Just get your shit together. It's really as simple as that. And debate. And these people that don't debate, you get on TV and go, look, they didn't debate. Fucking coward. See how long it takes these people to come and debate me on something that's their job. Shit. You know what I mean? See you later.